Oh, yep. Testing, testing. Ready for the morning.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Big Time Ninja. We are here on this beautiful Sunday here in Bolingbrook, Illinois. The temperature is a crisp 30 degrees, but we are inside for Ninja versus Ninja. Shout out to Derek Pavoni, who you saw there in the opener intro. He's not here today, but he was the one to run our first Ninja versus Ninja. This is our second, and I am here with Jesse Lebrecht. We've got our athletes on the starting line. They are ready to go. We are ready to go, and let's go down to the floor for our first runs of the day.
Good morning, everyone. We have Camille in the red lane and Kai in the blue lane, starting us off for our Ninja versus Ninja 12U division. Both boys making their way through the bars and cliffhangers. If you watched yesterday, you'll see that the difficulty is definitely increased for this age division. Camille making his way through the boards. Kai only about 2 steps behind, making his way. Camille trying to keep his momentum on these boards. We have 3 boards in the second obstacle today. Camille making his way through the shower bars. We have an underbar move here that you have to reach up and get that underbar, fingertips, and he makes his way through. Onto the balance now. Making his way into the last obstacle. We have a floating bar into the trapeze bar. With the shower bar as the last move into the dismount. Almost linked it and hitting the buzzer. Kai is finishing up here. Trying to get that bar off of the sky hook. He's able to release it. Building his momentum to get to that trapeze bar. He has one more move on that shower bar. And finishing hitting the buzzer. If you didn't tune in yesterday, just a reminder, this is a seeding round. So it doesn't matter the placement that you get as far as your competitor next to you. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. You're just looking to get the fastest time you can with the clearest the cleanest run, no
clearest
falls.
run.
Clearest run.
The most clear run.
With the cleanest run you can get, and that will set you up with a good placement into the bracket round.
Next up, we're going to have Timur in the red lane, Aiden in the blue lane. Timur trains here at a Big Time. He is on the elite team here.
Aiden trains at Ultimate Ninja's Libertyville. We saw his younger brother compete in the 11U yesterday. Aiden quickly through those cliffhangers and bars, onto the steps, and into the rings. Timur dismounting, trying to make up some time on those steps here. Aiden jumping out to that first board, only one move on that first board, moving quickly here through that second board, onto the third.
Yeah, Jesse, that's going to be the big difference here today is how can they clean up the board section as they get into the later runs. That's really going to make the difference.
I agree. I think the differentiation of how efficient you can be through the boards will make or break some of these runs. Aiden is on that sky hook, making his way through that last shower bar. I would bet he's going to link off. Yep, and to the buzzer. Timur making his way through the balance. One more obstacle to go. Taking that bar off nice and clean, off of the sky hooks to the trapeze bar, keeping his momentum, linking into that trapeze bar, into the shower bars, and off to the buzzer.
Next up, going to be Josh Fulgham and Jeremy Loff. Josh Fulgham, one of the Fulgham brothers. We see Sam, Phil compete in the NSC all the time. Josh we saw at the NSC Youth Championship.
And then Jeremy Loff, he is on both elite teams, mine and yours, Ultimate Ninjas Naperville and Big Time Ninja. Jeremy's been training for a very long time. He's one of our youngest and shortest who's ever gotten our 14-foot warped wall. I believe he was 8 years old. And they're off. Jeremy definitely likes speed. And if Josh is anything like his brothers, he does too.
Jeremy quick pops through the rings here. Josh is getting a little twisted around on the course. Jeremy, quick work of those boards.
Popping right through. Jeremy, a little hung up on these shower bars, but it's your first time on it, so you're figuring it out, all of these moves. We'll see these competitors get more and more efficient, I'm sure, every race that they have. Jeremy setting himself up in linking position to that trapeze bar, so he has momentum to link to the buzzer. Josh just missing his hand on that underbar. It's hard, that last shower bar, you can't exactly see the bar when you're going through, so it's a little bit tough reaching underneath that board. Josh just slipping on the trapeze bar, hitting the buzzer.
Next up, going to be Jackson and David. I don't know how much David has competed. He's in my classes on Thursdays. Takes class here at Big Time, coached by myself and Ethan Swanson. A little bit newer to Ninja. I know Jackson trains out of Nebraska, Midwest Warrior.
He used to be
He
at
used
Ultimate
to be
Ninjas
our
Naperville.
kid, Jesse. He used to be ours.
Long time ago, they
And
moved to Nebraska.
They
Not
left us
that.
to go to Nebraska.
Yeah, they moved to Nebraska a few years ago. We had him probably, I think, maybe 2 years at my gym.
Yeah,
And
Jackson and his sister Hannah, who
yeah.
we'll also see. We miss those kids so much.
He's
They
a
were
lot
so fun to
taller. He's a
train.
lot older now. Very good at ninja. They have a gym out there that they own and run, and I'm sure he's there all the time.
Yeah, it's been fun, even though Jackson hasn't been training with us here in the Chicagoland area. I've seen him at UNAA, I've seen him at other competitions, and it's been really fun just to follow him and see how he's progressed. It's always sad when they leave the nest, Jesse.
Yeah. He was another one that got the 14-foot warped ball at a very young age. Super impressive how strong his lower body is. Nice. Jackson making his way through the shower bars, linking to the buzzer. David trying to figure out this reverse grab on the shower bars. Not able to quite reach up to it. Says David's only been training for a few months, so definitely a little bit tough out here at this skill level because, you know, we have to challenge some of these athletes who've been training for 5 and 6 years. So if you've just been training for a few months, I'm sure it is going to be a little bit difficult, but you have to start somewhere in your training journey or your competing journey.
Yeah.
So David did a great job out there, and this is just the seeding round, so it's just to place you into the bracket. So he'll have at least 2 more runs to go in that bracket round.
Up next, another clash of big-time elite kids. Evan Moy, Brett Holt, both rocking the big-time jerseys. They train together on Thursday nights. We don't do too many side-by-side. I don't know that we've had a side-by-side practice just yet where they've raced, but this will probably be the first time they're going head-to-head.
Brett's been training for 7 years. He started at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. Since this gym is opened, it's a little bit closer for them, so he's been here a lot more, but I would say we give him a really good base training. Brett's always been one to really enjoy linking and moving quickly through the course. See only one move on that board. And onto the shower bars. Evan just trying to build his swing, get through that last board. Just a few moves behind. Hopefully going to make up some time here on the shower bars himself. Nice, Evan dismounting the shower bars onto balance. Brett making his way through the trapeze bar. Getting to the last shower bar. Has a great swing off and hitting the buzzer. Evan, a big reach out to that trapeze bar. One backswing and off to the buzzer. I haven't seen anybody reach to that trapeze bar yet today. So it looked like he was fully extended for that, but was able to swing right to the shower bar with that move. Next, we have Max Atlinger and Caleb Rhines. I know Max is on the Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville Elite team, and I'm pretty sure Caleb comes from Obstacle Academy. I don't have a bio on him, but I've seen him enough. I'll have to double check before I confirm that, but I'm pretty sure he comes from Obstacle Academy. Both boys making their way through. Caleb dismounting just a little bit earlier. Oh, Caleb had a little bit of a slip up on the steps.
Yeah, Max still needs to push the pace, though, because it is a seeding round.
Yep, you still want a fast time.
Here goes Caleb pushing the pace.
Caleb moving quite quickly. Max reaching up to that shower bar, able to figure it out. Caleb onto the trapeze bar, setting himself up in the linking motion and off right away.
That's a great job. Sets his hips back, reaches out. Unfortunate with the one fall, but I'm sure he'll clean it up in the later rounds.
I'm sure he just slipped a little bit, and so falling on the steps is an easy fix into that bracket round. Max still finishing it up here and going to hit that buzzer. Oh, nice pat on the back between those two boys. Love to see that.
Andrew and Liam up next, making their way through the cliffs. Looks like Andrew rocking an Elite Team shirt from Ultimate Ninjas.
That's our Chicago location. Liam rocking the Danger Zone shirt.
Yeah, I was talking to Phil Folsom earlier, seeing if he had any athletes here. Liam is one of them.
Oh, Liam making up some time there, only taking one move on that first board, keeping their momentum. Andrew trying to figure it out, popping off. They're both getting to the shower bars around the same time. You have to get a little bit of a sideways move. Liam down on the shower bar. It's okay, he's going to keep moving on. Andrew onto balance. Into the trapeze bar. Keeping that swing going. Andrew now onto the dropping bar. Liam hits the buzzer. Andrew knocks the trapeze bar a little bit, but that does not matter. Trying to get a really big swing here to guarantee getting that bar. One kick and I was hoping to see him go there, but he's off and hitting the buzzer. Definitely a little bit longer courses here. It's going to take a little bit more time, but as they start to figure it out, get a feel for the different obstacles, these times you'll see will start dropping every round.
Yeah, I think the times will start dropping. I think if they can figure out the boards, which we had some of the 11U competitors test last night. They hung around after the 11U course. They were testing, made those boards look good, although they had done it about 10 times during their course run. So if they can start to figure it out and start linking moves on those boards, that's really going to make the difference. Jess, you want to go hop up there and show us how it's done?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Next up, McKenna and Hannah. We talked about Jackson a little bit. Hannah also used to train at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville.
McKenna currently still trains at Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. I'm not sure if they were ever on the team together.
No, I think McKenna was joined a little bit later.
Gotcha. So
Hannah looking smooth, though, through the first obstacle.
moving
McKenna
quite quickly.
getting through. A little bit different strategy, but just as effective.
McKenna just a few steps behind, making her way through the steps. Hannah on the rings now. Popping through down to the dismount and onto the boards. McKenna now making her way through the rings. Hannah doing a really good job keeping her momentum on these boards.
McKenna looking good as well, trying to come back here.
Trying to position her body in the right way in order to get up to that shower bar, and is able to reach around and dismount into the balance. Kind of making her way through the shower bars. Working that reverse grab now. Big reach up from McKenna. Oh, just a slight miss. That's okay. She was there, so I know she'll figure it out. Hannah, good linking motion into that trapeze bar to keep her swing going. She links that again into the shower bar right. Oh, I bet she'll go right off of it next time. That was great. She really set herself up well in order to link off of it. I think when she is racing head to head and it, matters for placement, I think she'll just link right off of that. McKenna making her way through and getting to the buzzer. McKenna just had that one fall in the shower bar, and I think she'll really be able to clean it up for next time. Next up, we have Pippa and Claire. Pippa is on my Ultimate Ninjas Naperville team. Claire is Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville. However, I get to personal train her sometimes. She comes down and visits me all the time, and so I've really gotten close with Claire as well. So, cheering for both girls this round. I'm always cheering for everybody, but just saying, I'm cheering for both equally.
So you usually don't cheer equally?
No, I
for
do.
both
I do. It's no different from every other round. I am always
commentating is hard.
100% unbiased.
Claire off to a little bit of a faster start.
Pippa feeling that pressure, trying to match her speed. Claire through the steps just a little bit quicker. And onto the rings. Nice, popping right down and dismounting about the same time off those rings.
Yeah, pretty neck and neck right now. Kind of move for move.
It looks like these girls are, definitely pushing each other to go faster. I just want them to stay within their speed, within their level of speed to just get the fastest time and both get full
Pippa
clears.
going for the reverse.
Oh, Pip went just a little too early trying to rush that swing. But that's okay. You can see Claire's trying to line up her swing so she can reach up and grabs that shower bar. Pip onto the trapeze bar. Claire right behind. Oh. Claire just misses that jump. Both girls going ahead in the buzzer.
And that is going to do it for the seeding round. We're going to jump into the boys bracket, I believe. And so now we get into the double elimination here. So remember, you have to lose twice in order to be knocked out.
Yep, your first loss, you go into the comeback bracket. And so you still have a chance to make your way out of it into the championship. But if once you get that second loss, that is the end of the competition, unfortunately, for you. But it makes it nice, you have a slip up, you're doing speed. It can happen anytime where you have an unfortunate fall, and so it gives you that second chance to still make your way back out of that comeback bracket. All right, so Chris and Ethan are just setting up the brackets now, giving the kids a little bit of a rest before we head into the next round.
All right, so into the double elimination bracket we go. First race is going to be Andrew and Caleb.
All right, we have Andrew in the red lane and Caleb in the blue lane. The boys are off for our first race into the winner's bracket. Caleb off just a little bit quicker into those steps, and he does clean up the steps those times. He was perfect through it. Andrew not too far behind on the rings now. Caleb jumping out to that first board, lashing right away to that second board, keeping his momentum onto the third board. A lot faster that time through the boards. Big swing up to that reverse grab, and off already. Andrew just about one board behind, trying to reach up for that reverse grab. Caleb onto the last obstacle, the trapeze bar, and I bet he's going to link. Whoop. He's wanting to set himself up to link through to the buzzer, and Caleb finishes around 52 seconds. Andrew's right there, making his way to the end. Caleb's still cheering him on. And Andrew hits the buzzer. Clean run for both boys, so Caleb will take that one.
Next going to be Brett Holt versus Liam.
You can see already that these times dropped just from the seeded round to the winner's bracket round. That was much faster out of Caleb.
Is it the top seed that's like on the bracket, the top seed?
Once you get the feel for the course that first time, it makes a big difference on how comfortable you feel, moves that you're willing to make, risks you're going to take. So both boys making their way through the cliffhanger. Brett off just a step early. Ooh, a little stumble on the steps, but is able to save it. Gives Liam the chance to kind of catch up to him on the rings. Oh, Liam just misses that ring, has to take an extra backswing, but he's off safely. Brett onto that second board. Liam with good momentum. Brett making his way through the shower bars. Lining his swing up. Reaching up and trying to get off those shower bars quickly. Oh, unfortunately, Liam missed the reverse grab. Brett just needs to clear this obstacle. No. But if he runs, he's got to hit the buzzer first.
He's got to hit the buzzer first,
my
Jesse's
gosh.
just walking to it.
Oh my gosh.
Got to hit the buzzer
I'm
first.
not 100% sure he understood how it works. He might not have realized that Liam fell on the shower bars.
Yeah.
So he might have think that was an automatic loss, is what I'm guessing. So, hopefully one of the athletes over there tells him to.
Brett actually had 2 falls, so Liam does take that one.
Oh.
So Liam does take that one. Brett will go into the comeback bracket.
Gotcha. Okay, so when I
That's
saw.
why. Yep.
Okay.
He knew it.
So he did know. Okay, we were the ones that didn't know. We were the ones misinformed. I guess Brett, when we saw him stumble a little bit on the steps, he hit his heel on the floor. So he knew that he and Liam were the same amount of finishes to the last obstacle. So when he fell, he knew it was done. Darn. Okay, well.
A little bit of a bummer for Brett there, but congrats, Liam, on being in the winner's bracket.
And it's not over for Brett. He'll be in the comeback bracket, and he'll have another chance to have a cleaner run. All right, we have Camille and Josh are up. Getting our camera. Oh, Josh got a little bit hung up on those rings, went back for the other one, missed his hand, but that's okay. Camille is on to the boards, making his way through. Camille through the shower bars. I would say Josh's technique now is he's got to get ahead of Camille, and he's got to hope that he has the same amount of falls as him, but right now Camille is clear through all of the obstacles. And he is making his way to the last obstacle. Josh still trying to catch up on time. Anything can happen here. Oh, neck and neck now. Josh onto that last obstacle. Camille making his way to the buzzer. I believe Camille was clean. Josh with that one fall, unfortunately. But Josh did a great
Camille
job.
takes it. So Josh has the fall. Camille does take that one.
It's still good that Josh pushes himself, though, because he gets the feel for having to go quickly and efficiently through those obstacles. He will still want to do that in his next race in the comeback bracket. Big thing in Ninja is even, through failure, you don't give up, and that's what Ninja vs. Ninja really teaches you out there. You never know what's going to happen, so you never want to let up. You never want to not push it your hardest. Link moves. So, great job by Josh.
Yeah, and here we go. On to the next race. Course getting reset. Kai and Evan.
Oh. A little bit of a false start there, but it's okay. We'll reset it. How that works is you get one reset. If Kai false starts again, then that will count as a fail on the first obstacle, and then they'll just keep going. But I'm sure we'll be fine. There we go. Nice clean start by both boys. Evan dismounting just a little bit quicker onto the steps. Kai now making his way off. Evan into the rings. Dismounting. Big jump up to the board. One backswing on that first board onto the diamond board. Kai only taking one swing on that first board, popping all the way through.
Yeah, Kai's really got those boards figured out here.
Wow, that was really fast. Instead of big, long swings, he just did little tiny pops to make his way through the boards, and it worked out really well for him.
Coming up for the reverse catch here.
He's got a good lineup, but just misses the shower bar. It's hard when you can't see it. You have to just really trust your hand placement. Unfortunately, just slipped off there. So now Evan just needs a clean run.
And Evan knows it. He's taking his time here, making sure he's going to lock these moves in.
Kai trying to finish quickly.
Kai trying to apply just a little bit of pressure, but Evan seems pretty relaxed.
Evan reaching out for that trapeze bar again. He must have a really long wingspan. I haven't seen anybody else reach that all day. And Evan hits the buzzer. I believe Evan takes that one. Kai was really fast through those boards. He's just got to be able to trust that reverse grab when you can't really see the shower bar.
Next up going to be Aiden and David.
Aiden and David with a fist bump at the starting line. Aiden is in the red lane and David is in the blue lane. Aiden quickly out. Oh, David just misses the bar. Takes a little fall right there. Aiden making his way through. Already onto the rings, popping through all of those rings. Dismounting quickly. One jump out to the board. Little pops through the diamond board. Really pushing the pace for himself on those boards. Onto the shower bars, lining up his swing, reaching out for that reverse grab. And he's got it. Dismounting and through the balance.
Yeah, and here comes Aiden up onto the trapeze swing.
Setting himself up in the link. One backswing on the trapeze bar, and he's off to the buzzer.
David onto the shower bars here. Again, David only been training maybe a couple months. Came into the gym sometime in the fall. Started taking classes. Takes classes with his brother Freddie.
I'm sure it is hard competing against kids who've been training, 3, 4, 5+ years. But we all start somewhere. I started at 26 years old. So
yes, David. He failed this. He failed the jump last time because he didn't mix up his hands. Learned on this one. Got a good trapeze swing here. Let's go, dude.
Coach Chris, what is mixing up your hands?
Mix grip.
Okay, well.
Mix it up. Mix it up a little bit. Mix those hands up.
Chris with the advanced ninja terminology out here.
It's really the vocabulary that's really set me apart as a ninja coach all these years.
For those of you that didn't know, it's called mixed grip, switch grip.
Okay.
Typically
vocabulary police over here.
Typically not mix it up hands. But hey, whatever worked for David to catch that in a way that made it so he could complete the obstacle. All right, we have Max and Teamer up. Max dismounting a little bit quicker. Teamer not too far behind. Max popping through those rings, off coming around to the board.
Ooh, good pop there from Max on the boards. That was a really nice move. We'll see here.
Had a little bit of a dead hang stop on that second board, but was able to reach to the front and link right off of it. I think he missed that reverse grab last time, was able to get it this time. And it is hard because you're going kind of around that pillar. So you have to angle your Lachey in one direction and then back into the other to grab that reverse grab and then dismount. Max knows he just needs a clean finish here. Not necessarily pushing the pace too fast. Timur right behind, but I think he has a fall on the shower bars, unfortunately. So Max will be moving on. Timur will be going into the comeback bracket. He still has a minimum of one more race, and then hopefully continues on in the comeback bracket if he keeps winning. Remember, you are only out if you have 2 losses once you're into the bracket portion of the competition.
On the boys' side. This. Next up, going to be Brett Holt, Josh Folsom.
All right, we have Brett and Josh up. Brett is in the red lane. Josh is in the blue lane. Both moving quickly through the cliffhangers and bars.
Yeah, they're step for step right now, Jesse. Ring for ring. Brett maybe just a slight bit behind.
Dismounting at the same time.
Jumping out at the same time.
No.
Now Brett knows that he just has to finish. We're going to stay here with Brett.
Josh still going to push the pace because if he gets to the buzzer first and Brett also has a fall, then it will be the fastest time. But Brett just needs a clean run here.
Yeah, Brett just has to lock it in.
Taking his time through balance. Josh finishing up quickly. Man, unfortunate fall on those boards for Josh. That was the smoothest run I saw him run on the beginning obstacles. He was really taking off quickly, but Brett finishes with a full clear.
So Josh with a little fall. Oh, that was going to be such a close race. Brett took his foot off the gas pedal as soon as he knew he had it.
Unfortunate. On Josh's previous run, he fell in the rings and Brett fell on the steps. So both got to the boards clear very quickly. So I thought it was going to be a really close race between the two of them. Unfortunate fall on the boards, but it's all right. That happens sometimes with speed, unfortunately.
Timur going to take the blue lane. David in the red lane. And here we go, Timur and David.
So you'll notice above the names, you'll see whether it says winner's bracket or comeback bracket. When it says comeback bracket, the winner will move on, and unfortunately, the loser of that race will be done with their competition. If it says winner's bracket, then they still have one more chance if they don't win their race by moving down into the comeback bracket. Kind of helps you keep track a little bit easier.
David, nice job getting up to the bar here. He failed out on his last run. Timur on the elite team, trains several nights a week.
Making his way through the rings, being a little more methodical about it. knowing he just needs a clean run. He's out ahead right now, so maybe not taking any big risks. Just trying to get through as efficiently as he can with no falls. Nice. Timur getting that reverse grab, blind grab on the shower bar. David now onto the shower bars. Timur a little caught up on the skyhook, but is able to get it off. Reaching out to that trapeze bar. Keeping his momentum through. Great, and a clean run out of Timur. David had the trapeze bar, but just slips off a little bit. Probably the best run I've seen him have, though. So got better every single time.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for in one of your first competitions. I don't know if he's competed before. This might be the first. Tough to be head-to-head in your first competition to have somebody next to you, but he did improve every single run, so it's a great job.
Timur moving on into the comeback bracket. Up next, we have Hannah and McKenna. They raced each other in the seeded round, but just how it works out based on placement, they'll be going up against each other again. Maybe kind of takes off the pressure a little bit, racing the same person.
McKenna in the red lane, Hannah in the blue lane.
Don't get confused by the shirts, which got me a lot yesterday. All right, both girls are off.
Both looking really good here on the first obstacle.
Wow, McKenna moving a lot quicker through the cliffhanger and bars than last time. Hannah just a step ahead on those steps. Moving on to the rings. She was really quick through the rings last time, I noticed, popping all the way through, not taking any back swings. Onto the diamond, keeping really good momentum on those boards. Hannah onto the shower bars. Hannah on that reverse grab and off. Unfortunately, McKenna fell on the boards, so Hannah just needs a clean run here. Big jump out to that dropping bar. Using her switch grip technique. Mixed up hands technique, you know.
Mix up those hands.
Mix up those hands. Onto the shower bars. And hits the buzzer. McKenna finishing up here on the trapeze bar, building her swing.
You can see Hannah cheering her on. One of the things I love about Hannah, always been really supportive, going back to when she was on the Naperville Elite team. Always been that way. She's awesome. Great job, both girls.
So Hannah will move on in the winner's bracket. McKenna will move on to the comeback bracket. So she's not out of it. She has one more race at least. McKenna will race the non-winner of this race. So Pip and Claire versing each other again. Looks like they're staying in the same lane. as last time. Once you race one time, you kind of get used to that side, I feel like.
Yeah, we saw in the 11U division, Colton Stewart and Everett Young, who ended up winning, stayed in the same lane the whole time. They had the fastest seeds, got to choose their lane, and they stuck with it. Didn't want to change anything up.
I'm sure once you get the feel for, your left hand reaching out every single time versus your right, or vice versa, it just gets a little bit easier. So when you're the winner of that race, that's who gets to choose their lane, I'm guessing, Chris. Both girls
Claire
quickly.
getting a little confused. Hard to see on the screen. Went to the wrong platform.
Oh, gotcha. So Pip just out ahead now because of that. Pip building her momentum on that second board, trying to pop through. Claire making up some time on those boards, trying to catch up to Pippa. Pippa missed this reverse grab, I believe, in the seeded round. So reaching up this time, getting it. Pippa's on the rock climbing team now, so she has great grip strength, also known as Pip grip. Claire
She needs to come out with her own line of chalk, Jesse. That's just named Pip Grip Chalk,
The ultimate grip. Claire with a big jump out to that dropping bar. Pip's got a lâcher off because Claire is catching her, and Pip is able to take it. Claire was catching up, though. Oh, okay. We're good. I wasn't expecting that, but she's safe. She landed on the platform, and she hit the buzzer. Both girls with a clean run, so Pippa will take that one. Claire will be racing McKenna in the comeback bracket.
So this is Jeremy and Caleb up next. Jeremy going to stay in the blue lane. Stick with what you're used to.
I think this is Caleb's first time in the red lane.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
But Jeremy was the higher seed. He gets to choose.
Quickly through for both.
Jeremy with a big skip there on the last move.
I think feeling the pressure of the speed from Caleb. Really going to push himself. Jeremy out to the boards just a little bit ahead. Caleb making a catch-up.
Here we go, Jesse. This is a good one.
This is a good one. Jeremy just a little bit quicker to that third shower bar. Jeremy taking a peek, seeing where Caleb is, dismounting a little bit faster.
It's close, Jesse.
Jeremy linking to that trapeze bar. Linking off underbar and to the buzzer. Caleb right behind him. Jeremy making sure he hit that buzzer. Didn't miss it.
How does Jeremy keep his foot up here? Look at this.
So Jeremy links
He
to
tries
the
to
trapeze
underbar
bar.
through, and man, he almost taps his foot down, but somehow, some way, look at this, keeps the foot up and hits the buzzer. What a run.
I will say that is not a surprising move from Jeremy. He is really good about those one-footed landings and keeping that back foot up.
What a run.
I see him do it all the time at practice, at competitions. He is a little bit notorious for that move on dismounts. He likes to really push the limit, push the pace, and so sometimes he goes for that one-foot dismount, and he knows how to keep his back foot up from tapping on the floor and not disqualifying himself on that obstacle. A little scary as a coach, seeing it happen, but he's so consistent with it. I gotten a little more used to it now. Caleb had an excellent run too, though. That really, I'm sure, pushed his pace, pushed his time. So while Caleb is moving into the comeback bracket, he's got a fast time. All right, we have Camille and Liam are up. Making their way through the cliffhangers. Camille dismounting just a step ahead. Liam trying to make up some time here on the steps. Both boys on the rings now. Camille off quickly onto the board. One jump out to the diamond.
Liam has looked really good on these unstable bridges all day. That's where he's made up some time.
Wow.
Another
Camille
tight race here.
Just a step ahead. Liam really trying to catch him every obstacle, not letting up on the gas. Oh, a slight fall from Liam. Camille just needs to finish this obstacle without any fails.
Camille,
Hopefully Camille
don't
knows
panic.
just to finish. Not any risky moves. Links off to the buzzer. Liam close behind. Unfortunate fall on the shower bars. But that will be his first time losing, so he'll go into the comeback bracket, and Camille will be moving on. Liam will have to see if he can make his way out of the comeback bracket. Great race by both.
And we had a buzzer break. Our very officially taped buzzers to stanchions.
Also, it's athletic tape, it looks like, that's
It
holding
is
them on.
athletic tape. It's
You
not
guys
the
couldn't even
most-
afford duct tape?
Hey,
Gorilla tape?
stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, Jesse. Was it an afterthought? Maybe. Okay.
There's Ethan handing over the athletic tape for Parker to fix the buzzer.
Hey. Relax over there.
Get that man some duct tape. Parker looking at it thinking, is this really all you guys could give me?
Just getting a little bit of course maintenance here. Athletes getting iced a little bit. It's going to be Jackson Amaro and Evan Moy. Hopefully Ethan Swanson did a better job this time at taping the buzzer on. All right, so Ethan's got that buzzer locked down tighter this time around, and hopefully we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't. Technically it was Parker.
Don't blame it on your 17-year-old staff.
Look, as long as it wasn't my fault, you know.
It's also about quality of equipment he was given to start with, but
It's really comes down to the athletic tape.
yeah.
And here we go. Evan Moy, Jackson Amaro.
All right, and they're off, making their way through the cliffhanger and the bars. Just mounting pretty close together. Through the steps onto the rings. Jackson, no backswings on those rings. Out to the boards, one jump and through to the diamond. off right away. Wow, Jackson really quick now through those boards, really getting the feel for it. Really quick through the shower bars and up to that reverse grab, and he's off.
You couldn't see it on screen, but Evan with a big save on the boards. Trying to catch up here. Jackson onto the last obstacle. Evan making quick work of the shower bars. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Yeah, Jackson's really moving quickly this time. Linking off to the buzzer. Man, about 51 seconds of the unofficial time. That's, I think, the fastest I've seen Jackson go. He was really efficient through those boards. Evan had a great race, but it was just a quick one from Jackson. Evan hits the buzzer as well. So Evan moving to the comeback bracket. Jackson moving on into the winner's bracket.
Max Atlinger and Aiden Lease up next.
Both on the Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville team. I'm not sure if they train the same night. I'm sure they do based on age. So probably training partners. Moving like training partners, finishing together.
They're step for step right now. Jumping out to the ring at the same time.
Wow. Aiden just really fast and popping through. Wow.
Here we go, Jesse.
Aiden just a board ahead of Max. Max trying to catch up. Pushing off that truss just a little bit to get his swing right. Aiden through the balance onto the last obstacle. Aiden's been really efficient through this last obstacle. Linking off to the buzzer. Max just behind. Great job by Max. I will say I think that's the hardest Max has been pushed this round and the fastest time I've seen him go. Definitely dropping his time. But Aiden took the win on that one. Very efficient through the rings, the boards, shower bars. Like there was just not a lot of extra time taken on any of those obstacles.
Next up, it's going to be Caleb and Timur. And here we go. Timur and Caleb. Caleb back in the blue lane, the lane he is a little more comfortable in.
All right, and they're off. Caleb moving quickly through these bars and cliffhangers. He's off first onto the steps.
Little hung up on the ring here.
Didn't want to take that backswing, but had to. Couldn't reach that next ring. Big jump out to those boards. Really figuring out the efficiency of how to move through those boards quickly. Onto the shower bars. Little slip up, but that's okay. He's out ahead, so he knows he just has to keep a clean run here. Through the balance. Timur on the shower bars, making his way through. Caleb onto the trapeze bar. Setting himself up for the link and off to the buzzer. Timur on that last obstacle. You can see Caleb cheering him on to finish. Great job for Timur finishing it up, hitting that buzzer. Great run out of both boys. Caleb will be moving on. Unfortunately, that will be the end for Timur's competition, but he did a great job.
Yeah.
You guys can relax. It's going to be like 30 seconds to a minute, okay?
Just going to be a minute here. We're fixing something with the bracket. Both boys just going to get a little bit extra rest before their next race. Lots of runs when you're on doing a speed course like this in a bracket round. So a little extra rest, never a bad thing. All right, Chris has fixed the bracket, so we are good to go. Want to make sure that everything is scored properly. All right, Kai and Liam getting ready to go. Kai is in the red lane, Liam in the blue lane. Moving through that first obstacle with cliffhangers and bars. Liam off just a little bit quicker. Through the steps on into the rings. Popping through those last few moves, and he's off. One Lachey on that first board. Kai making some quick moves on the boards. Both onto the shower bars, fairly close together. Liam just a bit ahead. Reaching out, no, Liam with a fall. No, Kai with a fall. Now they have to keep going because they're even on their falls. So Liam is trying to push it to that trapeze bar. Kai right behind. Kai catching up, Liam linking off and hitting the buzzer. Wow. Oh. Kai knew, unfortunately, that was it. Oh, maybe a little bit of a tweaked ankle on one of his falls there. Wanted to finish it up with hitting the buzzer. That was a great race. Man, Liam for a second thought that he was out of it, then Kai falling right after him, and that kind of put some speed on it to then go through the balance and get to that last obstacle. All right, we have Brett and Evan are up. Both Big Time Ninja Elite Team members. Oh, pretty. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if you could have planned that more synchronized. Still through the rings, moving about the same way. Brett, dismounting at the same time. Brett got a little bit hung up on that last ring. Lachey through the boards. Evan jumping off just a little bit quicker into the shower bars. Brett probably hoping to make up a little bit of time here, getting his swing. Evan taking a peek at Brett to see where he's at. Brett is only about a step behind. Evan first to that dropping Lachey bar. Misses the reach out. He really likes to reach for that trapeze bar. Brett Lachey's. Evan reaching. Brett linking off. Doesn't go for the link, but Brett makes the buzzer first. Both take a backswing on that last shower bar.
So close. Brett is going to take it, though.
I would have liked to have seen Brett link off of it to secure his buzzer, but Evan also took a backswing, too. So it allowed them to dismount around the same time, but Brett finishing just a split second before, taking the win on that one. Great race by both. There's definitely a lot of lead switches on that one between the different obstacles. Up next, we have Max and Andrew, both wearing their Elite Team shirts. Max on Libertyville, Andrew on Chicago. Max out ahead through the steps first. Andrew dismounting, trying to make up some speed on those steps. Max definitely pushing the pace here. Andrew is quick through these boards, though. Max knows it, so he knows he's got to push himself. Max taking a peek behind to see where he's at, seeing how much he needs to rush through these shower bars. Getting your swing in the right direction is really important to not make any slip-ups. Max through the balance. Andrew on that last shower bar. Oh, Andrew is catching up, but Max links off to the buzzer. I think he was looking to see where Andrew was to see how much he had to push it. And Andrew finishes as well. Great run out of both. Andrew really starting to try to creep up on him on those last few obstacles, but Max just far enough out ahead.
Going to the winner's bracket. So Jeremy gonna take the Swan side. Gonna be Jeremy and Camille, both on the big time elite team here.
And they're off. Both quickly through. Jeremy off just a step ahead, but Camille right there with him. Jeremy popping through all of those rings, zero backswing. Jeremy keeping up really good momentum on those boards. Camille, a little bit of a dead hang on that second board, stopping his momentum, but he's right behind on those shower bars trying to make up time. Jeremy off, onto balance. Jumping up to that last bar.
Jeremy looking like he wants to link here. Not gonna quite get it.
Underbarring to the buzzer again. probably wants to feel really confident in that move when it comes to really tight races. Camille making his way to the last bar and off to the buzzer. That was Camille's first loss, so he'll move down to the comeback bracket, can still make his way out of it. Jeremy continuing on in the winner's bracket.
Up next going to be Jackson and Aiden.
All right, Jackson in the red lane, Aiden in the blue lane, and they are off. Quickly through, dismounting together, making their way through the steps quickly. Oh, Jackson needing to reach back to that next ring. Aiden popping through quickly. Jackson making up time on the boards. Off around the same time onto the shower bars. Wow, this is neck and neck. Dismounting together on the balance. This is going to come down to the last obstacle. They are synchronized right now. Jackson links off.
This place is going crazy
oh
right
my
here,
gosh.
Jesse. They are going nuts. Jackson links all the way through the trapeze bars.
I couldn't even keep up. Jackson was able to link through the trapeze bar to the shower bar and off to hit that buzzer, while Aiden took a backswing on the trapeze bar. I think that's the first time we've seen someone today link through all of those moves. Very impressive for Jackson, but he was feeling the pressure, knew he had to do something big in order to guarantee that win. What was his time? So 41:39 was Jackson's time. I'm not sure some of the other times that have been put up today, but so far that's got to be one of the quicker ones, especially with just being pushed to the limit. So Aiden's not out of it. He still has the comeback bracket.
Come on.
All right, so we have Liam and Caleb. Both boys making their way through. Caleb popping quickly through those last few moves. Pull back on the ring, making his way down the rings and onto the boards. Caleb quickly through to that second board, but kind of got a dead hang now, but is able to pop through. And onto the shower bars. Caleb a few moves ahead. Liam still trying to catch up. Caleb onto the last obstacle. Oh, Liam, unfortunate fall on the shower bars. Caleb just needs to finish now. To the buzzer. Nice run. Diving for that buzzer. Liam finishing up strong. Off and linking to the buzzer. Great runs today, Liam. Caleb still moving on in that comeback bracket. Brett and Max now hopping up to the starting line. Both on the elite teams in their respective areas. They've competed against each other for a while now in different leagues around the area. Very familiar with each other, I'm sure. Fist bump at the starting line. Brett is in the blue lane, Max in the red lane. Making sure the course is set and ready to go. Both boys are off. Brett, tiny bit caught up on that cliffhanger, but not going to let it hang him up. Max off just a second sooner. Brett, good save on the dismount there. Did not touch the floor. Brett making up some time here. Max jumping out to that first board. Right away to the second one. Trying to keep his swing. Oh no, a fall for Max on the boards for the dismount.
Yeah, so Brett just has to stay clean here.
Looks like Brett knows he just needs a clean run. Trying to be a little more methodical, not rush it. Knows if he has a fall. And Max beats him. Doesn't want that. He wants a clean run, and he will be moving on. Unfortunate for Max. All right. So Brett takes it with that one. Max had some great runs out there, but just a little slip up on that board. All right, up next we have the ladies. We have McKenna and Claire. Might just be a quick second here. Ethan's making sure that the dropping bar is fixed. It looked like it just got caught up on one of the straps, so we want to make sure it's even for each. Ethan gets a little cheer from the audience.
Okay. Calm
Doing
down.
such a great job out there.
Calm down. He didn't do it. He didn't even do anything. The strap did all the work. Calm down.
All right, so we have Claire in the red lane, McKenna in the blue lane. And they're off. Claire moving through just a little bit faster. Onto the steps. Kind of making her way through the steps. Claire onto the rings. Kind of just a move or two behind. Claire being really efficient on those boards. Oh, McKenna making a big move, trying to catch her. It's so hard when your swing just completely stops on those boards. Claire on the shower bars. Trying to line up her swing so she can get to that reverse grab. Grabs it. Trying to fix that angle, and she's dismounting and through the balance. Claire onto that last obstacle. In the seated round, Claire missed that jump, but she hasn't missed it since. So I'm glad to see that her confidence in her jump really improved through the runs. Claire to that last shower bar and linking to the buzzer. Nice job hitting that buzzer. I think she was clear there.
McKenna does have a fall.
Okay.
So I think that was Claire's only fall.
Okay. So if she did hit there, then it doesn't matter. Okay.
Come on, McKenna. Let's see her get another buzzer here today.
Nice try. Great run out of both ladies. Claire's going to move on. Unfortunately, that's the end of the day for McKenna, but some great races out there.
Now I believe we're going to the winner's bracket. Pippa and Hannah.
You have a massage service? Let's go. I need it.
So Pippa and Hannah heading up to the starting line. And this is going to be the semifinals for the girls bracket. Pippa's going to be in the red lane, Hannah in the blue lane.
Both ladies have won all of their races, so if whoever loses here, they're not out of it. They're going to the comeback bracket. The winner will move on to the championship race.
I think that one girl that had whatever with like her back or whatever, I think
All right, both girls looking focused, ready to go. And they're
Hannah
off.
loses the glasses, it looks like.
Oh, pretty move for move, dismounting together. Getting to the rings at the same time. Hannah popping through the first two. Pippa popping through the last two. Pippa on that second board a little bit faster, but Hannah having some good moves. Hannah onto the third board a little bit quicker. Out to the shower bars around the same time. Pip just a move ahead, trying to line her swing up for that blind grab. Hannah also reaching out. Man, this is a close one. Pippa getting to the trapeze bar the dropping bar just a little bit faster. Hannah right there though. Hannah's gonna have to make a move here if she wants to win.
Pippa's got to
Pip
go.
taking an extra swing. Hannah linking off to the last move. Oh man, that was tight. Hannah knew she had to go. Pippa took an extra swing, and Hannah was able to come back and win that one.
A lot of lead changes in that one. Oh, Swan, actually I do.
was that a full clear?
Just double checking the foot there. You can see on the left side of the screen Hannah's foot slipping on the dismount platform there, but looks like she's able to keep it up. It's a great save. Great job from Hannah there.
Yeah, it looks like her knee went onto the platform and kind of gave her that support to not let that back foot touch the ground. Such a close race between Hannah and Pippa. Pippa will now be going, well, not right now, but when she gets a little bit of rest, they'll come back around, and it will be Claire and Pippa into the comeback bracket. The winner will come out and race Hannah again for the championship. And then Hannah, who hasn't lost a race yet, would have to lose 2 times in order for Pippa or Claire to win the championship. I don't think we've seen it all weekend. I think every time we have the winner from the winner's bracket into that championship round, I think that person is the one that has won it. I don't think we've had any comeback bracket competitors come in, beat the winner's bracket one, and then have to re-race. But who knows, that could switch up this time.
Up next is going to be Camille and Brett here in the comeback bracket.
Both boys smiling and laughing on the starting platform. Now they're focused and locked in, ready to go. Making their way through quickly. Camille out ahead to the steps first. Oh, unfortunate fall for Brett on the steps. He's going to want to go fast here to try to get to the buzzer first before Camille, but Camille would have to have a fall in order for Brett to win. Really like to see Brett really push it here. Camille knows he just needs a clean run. Oh, Camille with a little bit of fingertip grab on that blind grab. Brett dismounting off, right behind him. Camille on that last obstacle. Shaying through. Linking through the shower bar to the buzzer. I could see that he was setting that up. And Brett's just going to finish his race here. Great runs out of Brett today. Fortunately, that's the end of his competition. Fist bump, salute off. Great sportsmanship out of Brett. Camille will move on. All right, we have a race between Caleb and Aiden. I feel like this was going to be a close one. Both boys have really been pushing the pace today.
Now it's going to be Caleb and Aiden up next. Working their way back through the comeback bracket. Up next, going to be Jeremy and Jackson, the 1 and the 2 seed here. Had the top 2 times coming out of the seeding round. It only makes sense they face each other here in the semifinals.
Come on.
Jeremy just a step ahead. It is stride for stride right now. I have a feeling we're going to see those 2 race again. I don't know. Aiden's been fast as well, and that's who Jackson will have to go down and face. I believe... Oh no, the winner of Camille and Aiden. I apologize. And so now we move to the finals in the winners bracket. We had a dropout, Claire, not feeling able to compete. Took a little bit of a fall yesterday, so decided it's best to sit this one out.
Definitely a smart decision. You know, it's a lot safer. I mean, a lot more important to be safe for your health than anything else. You know, no ninja competition is more important than your health and safety. Guess she got a little bit of whiplash yesterday at a competition. Anything with your head and neck, I say just err on the side of caution for sure. We know she's fast. We know that she's a great competitor, but much better to be safe out there. So it will be Hannah and Pippa into the championship race. Because if Hannah wins this race, Hannah will be the winner today. If Pippa wins, Pippa will have, that will be Hannah's first loss. And so then it will come down to one more race, and it will be whoever wins that one.
All right, Pippa and Hannah heading up to the starting line. Here we go. The championship race right here. Pippa's going to have to win twice. Hannah just has to win once, and she will be the winner.
It was a close race last time. Pippa took that extra swing. Hannah did not. Linked it to that last obstacle, linked it in that last obstacle, and was able to hit that buzzer first. We'll see what happens this time. Again, I would like to see a clean run out of both girls. I want to see who can get to the buzzer the fastest, not coming down to a fail. That's what I always hope for the championship.
Pippa in the red lane, Hannah in the blue lane. Here we go. Athletes for the finals getting ready.
Both girls focused in. Out quickly. They were pretty synchronized through these first few obstacles last time. Dismounting at the same time. Through the steps and into the rings. Hannah really good about popping through those rings. Pippa needing a backswing here. She's going to have to make up some time on these boards. Oh, no. And a fall out of Pippa onto the boards. Hannah just needs a clean run to win this championship. Pippa knew she had to push it, and she did, and sometimes that happens. Pippa finishing strong, though, through the balance. Hannah taking a methodical route, making sure she doesn't make any mistakes here. Hannah on that trapeze bar.
Just has to stay clean, no mistakes.
She doesn't have to link it this time. Just has to finish the course. And Hannah is our winner. High five between those two girls.
Nice job, both girls.
Hannah, clean runs all the way through.
All right.
Great runs out of those ladies. We're going to move on to the boys' runs now. We will be interviewing Hannah once she catches her breath in a couple of rounds. We'll get an interview with our women's champion.
Yeah, but Pippa. All right, Camille and Aiden. Our next race.
All right, and they're off.
Camille in the red lane, Aiden in the blue lane.
Camille out just a step ahead. Aiden really fast through these rings. He's always really making up some time there. Camille catching up on the boards. Aiden dismounting off the board first. Camille right behind. Aiden lining up his swing, going through balance. Camille on that reverse grab. Aiden is into the last obstacle. You see Camille coming around balance, trying to catch up. Aiden onto the trapeze bar. He's going to blink through the shower bar and to the buzzer. Camille finishing up strong. Great race out of Camille as well. Aiden took the win on that one and will be moving on. Aiden will be racing Jackson for the last race coming out of the comeback bracket. Whoever wins that race will be going up against Jeremy for the championship. All right, so we will be taking about a 5-minute intermission. Aiden is the next one to race with Jackson, and so he will need a bit of a rest after that race. We want to make sure that he has enough time before going again. Let him get some energy back to race Jackson.
Didn't she almost fell on the balance? Yeah. All right, am I standing right here? Gotta talk to you real quick, all right, hold on. You want to stand on this side or? All right, everybody, welcome back. So we got our women's champion for the 13 under Hannah. So Hannah, I gotta ask. I think it was the round before the championship. I believe we saw your glasses fall off in the very beginning of the race. Now I want to know how much did that affect your run for the remainder of the race?
So when my glasses are off, it's like really blurry. So my coordination is not very good. So that's why the balance over there, if anybody saw it, I was shaking, and Pippa was in front of me. It's all like things are happening at one time, and it's like I need to win. I want to win.
Hey. Yeah, and we did see that. So we was actually looking at the slow-mo, and your foot like barely missed scraping the ground right there. That was an awesome save. Well, you can't even see, so I can't even make saves when I can see with good vision. So the fact you're doing that without your glasses is crazy. Now I want to say, so what is like your mindset going into the race of the championship? Since you had to rematch Pippa, it was very close the first time. What was your mindset going into it?
My mindset, Pippa's like the last round. Obviously, she was in front of me, so I'm like, I have to run at her again. Oh my God, she's really fast. So I knew I had to pick up the speed this time and try not to make any mistakes, like my glasses. And make sure I was going as faster or going more fast than her.
Okay, that makes sense. And how much speed training were you doing preparing for this competition? Like, did you increase your speed training routine at all?
Sometimes we do like warrior team practice and stuff, and we usually, if the obstacles are too easy, we try to make them harder, and we try to get through them faster. So, and sometimes during like June and July for FINA Worlds and stuff, we set up courses. So we do side-by-sides. So, and the main important thing is not to look at your competitor, and I think I did really well with that today.
Nice, nice. Definitely saw it, man. You look really good out there. Now, last thing, any special shout-outs you want to give? Any shout-outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout-out to Pippa, because she's really fast.
Shout out to Pippa. You're pushing Hannah to her absolute best, everybody. That concludes it for the 1300 for the women's. Now we're going to get to the men's championship soon. But first, we got to figure out who's going to be seeing Jeremy in finals. Don't go anywhere.
All right, and we are here in the comeback bracket in our final race to see who will make it into the finals. Stepping up to the starting line, it's going to be Aiden and Jackson.
Jackson in the red lane, Aiden in the blue lane. This is going to be a tight race. Both boys extremely efficient through all of these obstacles now. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to keep up with this run. Jackson just out a step ahead. Aiden right behind him through the steps. Jackson onto the rings, popping his way through. Aiden always making up a little bit of time in those rings. All right, Jackson finishing the boards. I believe I heard a fall out there, Chris.
Yeah, we had a fall on Aiden's side, unfortunately,
no.
so Jackson just needs to finish now. Obviously wants to just make sure he locks this in.
Hitting that shower bar and hitting the buzzer first. So the fall didn't matter, but man, bummer for Aiden, but Jackson will be moving on to the championship round. Great runs out of both competitors here today.
Yeah, great job. So Jackson will get a little bit of rest time, and then we will see him back against Jeremy in the finals. Well, we're getting down to our championship race. Jackson Amaro, Jeremy Loff, good friends. Been friends for a long time. Heading to the starting line. Jeremy going to be in the blue lane, Jackson in the red lane. Jeremy's been in the blue lane all day today. Really getting this one figured out. And here we go. Getting ready for the final race.
Let's hear for our championship racer!
Here we go.
Man, this is going to be fast. All right. Jeremy off just a hair ahead, making their way through.
Last time this all came down to the trapeze obstacle at the end. Keep an eye on both competitors down to that last obstacle.
They
Can
are
link it?
really
That's
close
what
to
it's come down to.
Oh. Jeremy just a little bit quicker off those shower bars through the balance. He's going to be up first. Jeremy's going to want to link it if he wants to make sure he guarantees the win, and he does.
Jackson also gets the link, though. Big hug at the end. Man, what a good race.
Jeremy did not want to leave him any time to try to make up, so he knew that he had to link all the way through.
32 seconds, Jesse. 32.
Wow.
Nice job. So we're going to get the podiums together. We're going to get our athletes to the podiums, and we're going to see our top three. We're going to hear from Jeremy in a minute. So we will keep you guys here. And then after this, we've got our adult division, 14 plus. Jeremy, congratulations, my friend. You are our champion for our second Ninja versus Ninja. How you feeling?
I feel great, but also very tired.
A little tired? I mean, you did a lot of speed runs out here. This course a little more beefy. Were you pumped at all?
Not really.
Not pumped, just the cardio and just breathing heavy?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit, what was your favorite obstacle on the course?
Well, I really like the last obstacle because there's some big moves, especially when I figured out the dart link.
Yeah, the last obstacle, I wanted to talk to you about that. You started linking those trapeze moves in your earlier runs, started to feel more and more comfortable. You didn't do it in your first run. What made you decide to start linking it and go for it?
Well, it was because I saw Jackson do it, and I knew I wanted to race him, so I wanted to do it just in case he did it.
Well, you and Jackson have been friends for a really long time. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I was at Compass School, and they came over when we were about 1 year old, and we just befriended each other. We've been friends ever since.
That's awesome, dude, to see you guys racing at the end there. You guys, I'm sure, will have a lot of battles back and forth throughout your ninja careers, but awesome job, Jeremy. You are the champion. Congratulations. Jesse, back to you. Thanks, Jeremy.
Great job, Jeremy. Congratulations. Man, I knew they were friends since school age. I didn't realize they started school together at 1. So they've been friends for even longer than I thought, which is pretty cool. So great to see those boys race together. To come down to them was really fun to watch. Jackson really pushed him to his limit. They had some really fast times out there. So awesome last championship race. We are going to get set up for the podium, and we'll see you guys there.
Jesse. All the girls done? Okay, I'm gonna get started. Is that okay? Thank you. Video. Attention competitors and spectators! Congratulations to all racers. You guys had a lot of runs today. I hope you guys had fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. And now we announce our top 3 boys, top 3 girls in the 13U division, starting in the girls division. In 3rd place, Claire Stewart! Right, great job, Claire. Here you go, and you can take this also. Thank you. Yep. In 2nd place, Pippa Johnston!
Thank you so
Pippa,
much.
you're very welcome. Are you going to take the top one? Oh.
This one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And in 1st place, Hannah Amaro! There you go.
Awesome job.
All right, girls, thank you. You can step on down. And in the boys division, in 3rd place, Aiden Lees. Hey, nice job, Aiden. There you go. In 2nd place, Jackson Amaro.
You pronounced it right. So many people say it right.
You there? Yeah. And in 1st place, Jeremy Love. Hey, Jeremy. Nice job. All right, thank you, boys. You can hop on down. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We will have 13 minutes of redemption time. We're running a little behind, so we will not have a ton of time. We're going to go until noon. For athletes who compete in 13U only. 13U athletes only.
All right, so that is going to do it. We will be back for the adults. Stay tuned here on our Big Time Ninja YouTube channel for the
So like
for the
spines are off
adults.
limits.